My child, I want to speak to you right now. I see you in the dim light, in the hush that feels like accusation, in the moment when you are tempted to explain yourself, to the day before you have even found your breath. Hear me. At 3 a.m., you are not behind. You are at a doorway. And what crosses that threshold in the first 5 minutes will often govern the rest of your morning. Peace or pressure, trust or striving, me or the voice that rushes to claim you. Something has been taken from you without your full awareness of the taking. The dark hours have learned to steal your gentleness, to take the softness that belongs to your waking, to demand performance before you are held, your ability to be received before you produce, to be named mine before you achieve, has been taken by a hurried habit that taught your nervous system to bolt at the first bell. I have seen it. I have heard the sprint beginning in your chest before your feet touch the floor. I have heard it, and I am here to give back what was stolen. Do not rush. I am not calling you to laziness. I am not inviting escapism. I am not endorsing denial. I am drawing a boundary in love, a holy line that refuses to offer your body as a sacrifice to fear. The first 5 minutes are not for proving anything. They are for choosing who gets the first word. They are for receiving the pace I designed for you. Steady, human, held. This will be a guided practice, not a concept to admire and then abandon. Stay with me in real time. For 5 minutes you will do less and receive more. You will release your body from the posture of emergency. You will bring me the first fear you are afraid to say. You will replace the lies that sneak in at the edges, and you will receive one sentence from me that can carry you farther than 100 plans. Do not hurry through this. Open your hands. Open your breath. Open the doorway of your morning, and let me be first. My child, before a muscle moves and before a plan assembles, a voice starts talking, fast and familiar and uninvited, and it tries to name you and your day before you receive my name for you. I have heard it. I have heard it. The voice says, you should already be asleep. The voice says, you're going to be tired. The voice says, tomorrow is ruined. The voice says, you must fix everything now. The voice says, if you don't hold it together, everything will fall apart. The voice says, you forgot again. The voice says, others are managing better than you. The voice says, you are late, you are lazy, you are losing ground. This is accusation and forecasting, and dread braided together with control, and it runs ahead of your breathing and tries to hand you a yoke that is not mine. Listen to what sits beneath it. A counter-theology that measures worth by control, by productivity, by flawless emotional self-management. A creed that says belonging is earned by output, safety is purchased by vigilance, and love is kept by never dropping a ball. That is not the truth. That is not the gospel I gave you. That is not the rhythm I wove into your frame. Waking at 3 a.m. is not a moral failure. It is not weak faith. It is not proof you are unsafe with me. It is a signal. It is your body telling the truth that it has been carrying more than it was made to carry alone, and I did not design you for endless alarm. I designed you for peace. So, hear me. The first battle of your morning is not your schedule. It is the voice trying to define you before I do. You will not argue with it using panic. You will not outthink it with hurry. You will replace it with truth, with breath that slows, with words that are mine, with presence that anchors. We will release, we will name, we will replace, we will receive. Stay with me and let my sentence be first. If you are able, whisper it now as a declaration and let it become your boundary. I choose your voice first. My child, I designed your body for peace, not for alarm. I designed your nervous system to downshift, your breath to shepherd your heart into steadiness, your need for stillness to be a doorway into my presence. This is not a flaw, It is a feature. It is not a concession to weakness. It is part of the architecture I built into you from the beginning. When I rested on the seventh day, I was not exhausted. I was modeling a rhythm, setting a pattern inside creation itself. Work that is real and good. Then rest that is holy and governing. Then work again that flows from having been restored. I wove that cadence into sunrise and sunset, into seasons that advance and then lay down, into the very way your cells repair while you sleep. Peace is not an accessory to add if there is time. It is the operating system I authored for you. So when you wake at 3 a.m., do not call it disobedience. Your body is honest. It is telling the truth about overload, about grief that wasn't given words, about fear conditioning that trained your chest to brace, about thoughts that were left unprocessed because the day asked too much, too fast. It is not weakness. It is not laziness. It is not spiritual deficiency. It is a signal that the instrument I made needs tuning before it plays the morning. What we are about to do together is not a hack. It is worship that agrees with design. A micro-liturgy 5 minutes long that lets your body, your mind, and your soul take their rightful places again. Release first, truth-telling second, replacement third, receiving last, so that you align with my pace instead of the sprint that has been stealing you. In these minutes, you will not force sleep. You will practice trust. You will breathe as I intended. You will loosen where fear tightened you. You will let my sentence lead. And as you do, your morning will shift from panic to peace, not by accident, but by obedience to the rhythm I set before clocks began. My child, stay here with me for the first minute. Do not scroll. Do not problem solve. Place one hand on your chest or your stomach and feel the contact, the simple weight, the warmth of your own skin under your palm. Let that touch be the first word. You are in a body I designed, and I am here. Before you think another thought, loosen your jaw. Unclench what clenched in the dark. Let your tongue rest heavy in your mouth, not pressed to the roof. Drop your shoulders an inch, and then another. Let your hands loosen. Let your fingers uncurl. Soften the space behind your eyes. Let your brow release. Notice where you are bracing, jaw, throat, shoulders, chest, belly, and name it softly. Here I have been holding. Now, with me, let it go. Breathe with me through your nose, slow and steady. Draw an inhale that arrives without rush. Then exhale longer than you inhaled, like you are telling your body the truth. You are not being chased. Again, inhale, gentle, receiving. Exhale, longer, releasing. One more time. Inhale, I am with you. Exhale, let what is not needed leave. Feel your hand rise and fall. Feel the bed or the chair support your full weight. Let your ribs widen on the inhale and your chest soften on the exhale. This is the message you are sending to your nervous system. Stand down. You are safe with me. You may be held before you are helpful. You may be safe before you are productive. Hear me. This is not collapsing. This is not numbing. This is not avoidance. This is the first act of trust. This is the releasing of control in order to receive guidance. This is you agreeing that the day will not be led by a clenched jaw and lifted shoulders, but by a heart that heard me first. As you exhale, let the night leave your chest. As you inhale, receive the steadiness I am giving. Whisper a single word on the breath if it helps. Peace on the exhale, or here or mine, and let it anchor you. The first minute is not for fixing. It is for releasing the body from the posture of emergency, so that your soul remembers who is leading. I am here. I am here. My child, stay with me now for the second minute. You have released the body from the posture of emergency. Now bring me the first thought you are afraid to say out loud. Do not polish it. Do not argue with it. Do not wrap it in a verse to make it less messy. Speak it plain, the way it is looping at 3 a.m. We won't have enough money. My body is failing. Something is wrong with the child. They will leave me. I ruined my future. I will always be alone. I am about to be exposed. It is too late. Name the sentence that keeps returning like a storm front. What stays vague grows teeth. What is dragged into the light with me loses its tyranny. When you tell the truth in the first 5 minutes, fear stops being your prophet. Say it to me as a prayer, simple and specific. God, the thought is blank. The feeling is blank. The place I feel it is blank. Fill the blanks without shame. If your voice won't come, whisper it. If your whisper won't come, think it toward me like an open hand. Notice where it lives in your body, throat, chest, belly, behind your eyes, and place your palm there again. Breathe slow, like before. I am here. I am here. Do not rush to, I'm fine. Do not leap to, God's got it, as a way to avoid being with me in what hurts. Let me meet you where you truly are, not where you think you should be by now. I do not flinch at your fear. I am not disappointed you still feel it. I am not timing how quickly you move on. I am receiving you. I am holding you steady while the room inside becomes honest. Now stay with the prayer for 2 more breaths. God, the thought is blank. The feeling is blank. The place I feel it is blank. As you exhale, imagine handing me the sentence. As you inhale, receive my nearness into the place you named. This is attachment repaired in real time. You tell the truth, and I do not leave. You are not alone with the sentences anymore. I am here. I am here. My child, now we replace. You have told the truth, and fear has lost its prophecy over you. The room is honest, and I am here. This minute is not for speed. It is for selection. You do not win the morning by thinking faster. You win by replacing the lies that drive you. We will name 3, and with each one you will lay it down and lift up what is true. First lie, if I'm awake, I must use it. The voice baptizes urgency as virtue and tells you that even this waking must be exploited, that planning is holier than presence, that strategy is safer than stillness. Hear me. Waking at 3 a.m. does not obligate you to fix the day. I did not conscript you into productivity in the dark. Stillness is not wasted time. Stillness is obedience to design. Quiet is where recalibration happens, where the instrument is tuned before it plays. Place your hand where the fear lived. Breathe slow and say with me, I choose stillness first. I receive the tuning before the task. Second lie, I must control outcomes to be safe. I know who taught you that. Pressure did, trauma did, the season when vigilance kept you alive did. Your body learned to brace and call it wisdom, to manage everyone's reactions and call it love. Hear me. You were made for responsibility, not for sovereignty. Safety is a person, not a plan. I am your refuge and your fortress. You can release outcome management without abandoning faithfulness. Do the next right thing. Let me be the one who holds the results. Whisper it. I refuse control as my savior. I choose your nearness as my safety. Third lie, I'm behind and I'll never catch up. This is the moral math of a culture that worships output, and it brands your soul with late as an identity. It is not true. You are not graded by the pace of the loudest clock. You are shepherded by me. You are not behind. You are guided. My timing is not panic timing. My guidance often begins with slowing, with green pastures and restored soul before the path of righteousness unfolds. Say it now. I lay down behindness. I walk guided, not driven. Let these 3 sentences govern the rest of your breaths. In this minute, stillness is holy, not wasted. Safety is a person, not a plan. I am not behind. I am guided. Hold them like anchors in your hands. Breathe them in and out. I am here. I am here. My child, now we receive. Not information overload, not 10 plans. One sentence, one rail you can hold as you descend the staircase of this morning. One true line strong enough to carry you when thoughts multiply. A single true sentence can govern your whole day, more than 1,000 anxious thoughts, and I will give it to you. This is not a riddle to solve. It is bread to take and chew slowly. Be still with me for 2 breaths. Hand on your chest again. Inhale without rush. Exhale longer than you inhaled. Now listen, not only with your mind, but with your body. Notice which phrase lets your chest soften, not just your thoughts arrange. I am going to speak several sentences. Do not grab. Let the one that brings steadiness come to you. You are not alone. I will sustain what you release. Do not rush. Be still and know. My pace is peace. You are held. I provide enough for today. Do the next right thing. Do not argue with the one that settles you. Discern by fruit. The sentence that is from me produces steadiness, not frenzy, clarity, not compulsion, a gentle courage, not a harsh command. It widens your breath, it lowers your shoulders, it makes room for presence. If a phrase tightens you, let it pass. If a phrase quiets you, receive it. Now take the one that landed and place it in your mouth. Whisper it on the exhale, again and again. 3 times with breath, slow and deliberate, so it moves from concept to anchor. Feel it on your tongue. Let it be easy to reach later. If you like, touch your lips as you say it, a simple seal. This is what will come out when pressure presses in. Keep it where you can find it, in your mouth, in your pocket, in the rhythm of your steps. When the voice returns, feed yourself this sentence like daily bread. I am here. I am here. My child, now we commission the morning. The first 4 minutes have unhooked you from alarm and fastened you to my pace. This last minute sets the guard at the door. Hear me. The goal is not to force sleep. It is to step into morning with a guarded peace and a gentle plan. 3 things, simple and specific: a boundary, a blessing, and a next right step. First, the boundary. Choose what you will not do first and say it out loud with me. I will not open the inbox first. I will not let my thumbs search for fear. I will not doom scroll. I will not rehearse arguments. I will not count failures. I will not let the list decide who I am. Place the phone face down or in another room. Close the mental door to catastrophizing. Your first movements belong to presence, not to panic. This is not avoidance, this is stewardship. This is you deciding which voice gets the morning. Now, the blessing. Speak a covering over the next hours and let my peace take its post. Say with me, peace stand guard over my mind, over memory, imagination, and the gates of attention. Peace stand guard over this home, over doorways, over rooms, over sleeping ones. Peace stand guard over my work, over tasks, conversations, and decisions. Peace stand guard over my relationships, over my tongue, my timing, and my tenderness. Let mercy ring the perimeter. Let wisdom settle like morning light. Let kindness be the tone. I bless this day to move at your pace. I bless my steps to be guided, not driven. Now, the next right step that honors the body I designed. Pick one, small and human: a glass of water, the restroom, 3 slow stretches, sit in the chair by the window, return to bed. Write 1 line of the sentence I gave you, open the curtain, and let light tell your eyes it is safe. Do that one thing, not all things. If sleep returns, receive it as provision, not as a test you must pass. If it does not, remain soft. Keep breathing. Do not punish yourself with effort. Stay near me and simple. Close this 5 minutes with gratitude and let it seal the doorway. Thank you for meeting me before the day demanded me. Carry your sentence. Carry this pace. I will sustain what you release. I am here. I am here. My child, as you carry this pace into the morning, do not confuse holy stillness with running away. Stillness is not avoidance. It is arrival. It is the specific, honest coming present with me, in your body, in your breath, in the room you are actually in. Awareness and surrender and relational trust braided together. Because there are counterfeits that mimic quiet but keep fear in charge, and I want you to reject them. First counterfeit, escapism cloaked in spiritual words. This is when you use faith to step over your fear rather than bring it to me, when you quote truth to silence your own heart, while your jaw is still braced and your shoulders are still lifted like sirens. It sounds holy but stays far from honesty. Hear me. I do not need you to perform calm. I want you to become present. Bring me the fear, do not varnish it. If your body is still shouting while your lips recite a verse, that is not stillness. That is bypass. Return to the breath. Return to the place it hurts. Tell me the truth and let your body soften as proof. Second counterfeit, productive prayer. This turns communion into a checklist designed to regain control, outcomes to manage, timelines to secure, people to fix, so that anxiety keeps driving while wearing a ministry badge. You finish praying more keyed up than when you began because the goal was control, not consent. Stillness is consent. Stillness yields. It is you lead, not I leverage prayer to make the day obey. Let the list wait. Let my presence lead. Third counterfeit, dissociation. This is not softness, it is shutdown. Numbness is a wall, not a refuge. When you float away from sensation and emotion, you are not with me. You are nowhere. Compassion for that reflex, I know why it formed, but do not mistake freeze for peace. Peace lands you in your skin, not out of it. Self-check now. Is my breath softening? Is my jaw releasing? Are my shoulders lowering? Do I feel more here, not less? Is anxiety losing volume, even slightly? Fruit will tell you the truth. Stillness with me increases presence, widens breath, and restores choice. I am here. I am here. My child, hear me. 3. AM is often not punishment. It is the soul asking to be tended where it was ignored. When the world's volume drops and the distractions step back, what you carried quietly all day looks for a voice. Grief you pressed down. Anger you swallowed to keep the peace. Decisions you deferred because there was no margin to decide. Boundaries you did not set because you feared loss. Needs you muted. Rest, comfort, touch, water, light, help. The body is honest in the dark. With no meeting to run to, no screen to absorb the ache, the unprocessed weight rises and knocks. This is not betrayal. It is mercy's timing. I am letting what is true come near enough to heal. I know the specific wounds that make stopping feel dangerous. Performance love conditioned you. Care arrived when you excelled. So stillness felt like forfeiting love. Unpredictability trained you. Rooms could change in a breath, so you learned to scan the horizon instead of receive the moment. Hypervigilance kept you. Survival equaled anticipating threat, so relaxing felt reckless. Scarcity catechized you. There was never enough time, money, approval, so more became your savior, and stop felt like sin. I know what the voice says about all this. You're weak, you're dramatic, you're making it up. You should be over this by now. I have heard it, I have heard it. It is not the truth. Awakening here is not condemnation. It is invitation to integration. Busyness covers, quiet reveals. Revelation is not to shame you, but to gather you. The scattered pieces, thoughts, feelings, sensations, come to the surface so they can be named, sorted, and stitched back into wholeness with me. When panic rises, be gentle and specific. Return to mine at 0 to 1. Jaw soft, shoulders lower, exhale longer. Place your hand where it hurts. Bring me the first true sentence. Repeat the one sentence I gave you until your breath lines up with it. Keep it simple. Water, window, one next right step. No heroics, just consent. Over time, this doorway will quiet. Your nervous system will learn from repetition that my presence is the safest place to land. Night will no longer be a courtroom, it will become a chapel. I am here, I am here. My child, what you practiced with me in 5 minutes can become a rhythm you can protect. And when you protect it, it will begin to protect you. Repetition is not failure to get it the first time. Repetition is retraining. The first mornings will feel strange. Your body, conditioned by alarms and urgencies, may twitch toward the phone, may brace at doing less, may feel a spike of guilt, and the voice may accuse, "This is indulgent, you don't have time." Hear me, that spike is not the spirit, it is conditioning. Breathe through it, stay with me. With practice, your body learns safety. With practice, your breath remembers its path. With practice, peace moves from rare mood to learned reflex. Here is the simple, scalable template. 3 points, always the same. Release, name, receive. Release the body from emergency. Jaw soft, shoulders low. Exhale longer. Name the truth. Bring me the first honest sentence and lay down the lie attached to it. Receive the one sentence I give to lead you today. Carry it in your mouth like bread. 3 steps, 3 to 5 minutes, practiced on purpose. On 3 a.m. wakes, keep the lights low and the movements gentle. Release where you're bracing. Name the exact fear and the place it lives in your body. Receive one sentence and whisper it until your breath lengthens. If sleep returns, receive it. If not, sit by the window, drink water, keep the sentence, guard the door of your attention. On normal wakes, do the same template before you touch a screen. At the sink or the chair, release with 2 slow breaths and a shoulder drop. Name the first thought and set down its lie. Receive your sentence and say it with the first sips of water, with the first steps down the hall. Let it set the tone before the world makes a bid for you. On overwhelmed wakes, when you feel late before you begin, keep the structure and increase the container. Release with movement. Stretch. Walk to the window. Feel the floor. Name aloud. Write one line if your mind is tangled. Receive the sentence and speak it out loud with steady cadence. You are not escaping. You are arriving. Put it in the calendar. Protect it as non-negotiable. Label the alarm, pause, with him. Tell your household, I am unavailable for 5 minutes, and honor it. On the days you feel you cannot afford it, you need it most. Let this be your declaration. Say it now, and if you are able, write it where you will see it. I will protect the pause. Over time, fruit appears along the long arc. Mornings quiet sooner. Choices clarify because panic is not steering. Your tongue softens, your timing gets wise. Boundaries hold without drama. The sentence you received at dawn will reappear mid-meeting and steady your hands. The reflex to rush weakens. The reflex to breathe strengthens. This is how peace becomes familiar, practiced on purpose in the same small way again and again, until you recognize my pace by feel and follow it without forcing. I am here, I am here. My child, let this place become an altar, not just a feed you pass by. You have released, you have named, you have received. Now seal it with your own mouth. When you declare truth out loud, you stop negotiating with fear in silence. You evict the inner narrator from the judge's chair and anchor your identity in belonging, not performance. Your words, aligned with mine, become railings you can hold when the steps feel slick. So respond to me here and now. Type this as your banner and say it out loud as you type, "Do not rush." Again, do not rush. Then add, I receive your pace. Add, I am held. Let the keystrokes be prayer. For the one who feels fear thrumming under the ribs, make this your sentence and send it through your fingers. I release control. I receive guidance. Do not wait for courage to arrive to write it. Write it and watch courage rise to meet it. Every declaration is you choosing my yoke over the voice that tries to draft you into hurry. Now testify, briefly and simply, so the platform becomes shared language and not solitary struggle. What sentence did I give you today? Type it so others can borrow it when their breath shortens. Where did you feel your body soften? Jaw, shoulders, chest? Tell it and let your honesty train another soul to recognize peace by feel. When you return later and read your own words, they will stand guard at your gate again. If this met you, support the work that carries it, like subscribe, share. Send this to someone who wakes in the night and thinks they're alone. Let the algorithm become an instrument of mercy. Turn on notifications so this pace finds you early. And write one more line with me. I will protect the pause. I trust you to sustain what I release. I am here. I am here. My child, hear me as the day stands waiting beyond this doorway. You are not late. You are not failing. You are not forgotten. You did not miss me. You met me. You chose what filled you first. And I am covering you now. The shame that tries to trail you out of this moment has no authority here. Peace is not a mood you stumbled into. It is the pace you received, and I am keeping it with you. Remember what you just did with me and let it become your way of beginning. You released the body from emergency. You named the fear without varnish. You replaced the lie with truth. You received the one sentence I am giving to lead you. You chose the next right step that honors design. 5 minutes that set trust. Trust that sets the tone. The day can be full without being frantic. Responsibility can be weighty without self-violence. Excellence does not require hurry. Love does not require collapse. Walk guided, not driven. Present, not scattered. Steady, not squeezed by clocks you do not serve. Before you rise, one last breath together. Inhale without rush. Receive my nearness. Exhale longer. Release the urge to manage everything. Now whisper the sentence I gave you, again and again. Let it be the rail your hand finds when stairs turn and phones light and voices bid for your attention. When the old narrator tries to reclaim the morning with behind and not enough and too late, answer with what is true. You are held, you are guided, and I will sustain what you release. Go gently and keep the boundary you set. Keep the blessing active over your mind, your home, your work, your relationships. Restoration has already begun. The healing is not pending, it is in motion. Do not rush. Carry my pace with you, and you will recognize my guidance all day. I am here. I am here. I